Hey everyone, thanks for coming. We'll be starting the stream very soon. Just maybe an extra minute or so, just getting everything set up. So stick around for just another minute and we'll be ready. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming. We're very excited, a little bit nervous actually. This is our first stream, so hopefully it goes well. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make the stream better or more exciting for you guys.
Yeah, we're literally just using like the camera microphone, so we'll see how it goes if everything's working. But yeah.
Hello, Soft Mochi. Thank you. Coming from America.
Oh, thank you.
That's lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I guess it's nighttime in America, I think, but at the moment it's 2 p.m. here. Nice sunny day, although we just went outside and it was very cold.
Very cold. It's still winter here in Japan. Spring is coming, but you can still tell it is winter. So where is everyone else from? Get talking in the chat, guys. Where's everyone from? What time of the day is it over there?
Yeah. But speaking of spring and it coming up, we just went to the 7-Eleven and Family Mart near us to get like some snacks, some spring snacks that are coming out. So we got like a whole bunch. Lots of like Sakura flavored stuff, lots of cherry blossom flavored stuff. So we'll be eating that as we go. Yeah, because we're eating some spring stuff that's come out, but we are actually like, the title we made is something like leaving Tokyo for a new adventure. We're not leaving altogether, we're just leaving for a few weeks. But I guess, do we want to say what we're doing?
I suppose now is a better time than ever to...
Yeah. So at the moment in Tokyo and like around this area, it's getting a bit warmer. Last week, one day was like 21 degrees. It was so warm. And so plum blossoms are coming out. They kind of look like cherry blossoms, but they're a little different. And some early blooming sakura or cherry blossoms have come out. So, like as you can see in the konbinis, they're getting stuff like ready for spring. But what are we doing?
Oh, but we are going on a winter wonderland adventure. So the real details of what we're doing is we're doing a thing called a workaway. And I'm not sure if anyone knows what a workaway is, but it's kind of similar to a homestay, but you work for the family that you live with, and you get to stay with them for free, and you can kind of like sit with them and eat meals with them and really bond with the family if you just do a little bit of work. So we've signed up for that, and we don't know if it's going to be a good experience or a bad experience.
Yeah, we've never done it before. So we're going to Niigata, which is on the western side of Japan. Not gonna lie, you had me with the title.
Sorry, we baited you with the title there a little bit.
I know. I didn't mean to. We said leaving Tokyo for a new adventure. So it's probably gonna be for like a month, 3 weeks or a month. I didn't mean to be like, oh, we're leaving forever. Yeah, so we're going to the opposite side of Japan. We're going to Niigata Prefecture in Yuzawa, which Yuzawa is a pretty popular, pretty famous, I think, for Japanese people, ski area.
Does anyone know this area? Does anyone know of Niigata in Japan? If not, we've got a little map handy to show you guys where it is. As you might know, Tokyo is around this area, so that's where we're living in the Tokyo region. But Niigata, you can see all the way up here. So it's towards the north, so it's obviously much colder, especially in winter. And there's more of like a mountain range around here as well. So we're going to be somewhere in this mountain range where the mouse is right now. There's a famous ski town, resort, lodge, and that's where we're going. And we're going to be working there. The work itself is...
do you want to explain that? wait, first of all, so we got this idea like...
Oh, soft mochi. They know.
Oh, you've heard of Niigata?
Lovely.
Excellent, yeah. So we had this idea maybe back in January. Like we had been campervanning around Japan for like a bit over 4 months. We came back to Tokyo and we were like, oh, we really want to go, especially and go into the snow and have a winter experience because, as you probably know, Australia doesn't get much snow, which is where we're from. So we were like, let's do this. And we thought a really fun way to do it would be to do a workaway, go and live with people, help them out, and then get free accommodation. So we applied to a whole bunch of different places. This one was actually, the one that we're doing is the only one that got back to us and said, yeah, it's okay, you can come because, because of how everything is at the moment with the pandemic.
The virus.
Yeah, a lot of places weren't opened at the moment. So, yes, that's what we're doing. And what's the actual work we'll be doing?
Well, the actual work, first of all, replying to A, it's going to still be cold there for about another month. Like we said at the start of the stream, spring's coming, but in this cold region, it's still well and truly snowing and winter there for at least another month, I believe. And so our work is... I just can't stop laughing. We're shoveling snow. How boring is that?
So, it's kind of weird because some areas, like we said, Tokyo is already starting to get to spring, but these other areas, like in Niigata, I think are going to be snowy, for at least another month or maybe even 2 months. And this year in particular, in January, they got a super, big snowstorm. There was, I think I remember reading, it was a massive snowstorm. They got something like 3 meters of snow, within a really short period of time. And especially 1,000 cars got stranded on an expressway in this area from the snowstorm. It was crazy. So the owner of the lodge that we'll be staying at... Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Sorry, do you want to explain?
That's fine. What were you saying? The owner said that it's going to be a little bit deserted. Is that what you were getting at? Yeah, and also
they had this massive snowstorm in January, and they haven't been able to catch up with clearing the snow. So he said apparently the snow is up to the roof of their lodge at the moment. So they really need someone to come in and clear their snow. So that's what we're going to be doing.
Imagine that. We can't imagine it. Maybe people like Soft Mochi from America or our other viewers, maybe you guys know what heavy snow is like, but we have no experience of it. Snow above. Yes, I did space out. Sorry. Don't point it out. It's embarrassing.
You do that all the time. Honestly, that's our dynamic because I talk a lot. I don't mean to, but I do. And then Roy's just
So, yeah, we don't know what this whole snow business is, but apparently it's above the roof. But what's cool is that we only have to shovel snow for 2 hours each day.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how much progress we're going to make on the snow, but I suppose we'll just try our best.
Yeah, because the reason why we're only doing it for 2 hours a day is that depending on the workaway, sometimes you just go and get free accommodation and food. Sometimes you just get free accommodation and food, and that's it. But at this one, we will get paid minimum wage, which is apparently 850 yen an hour in Japan, which is like, I guess, $8.50 US.
Yeah, it's nothing.
So nothing. But yeah, so the owner said, look, I only have a budget for this many hours each week. So for the both of us, it'll just be both of us shoveling snow for 2 hours a day, and then for the rest of the time, the owner is actually letting us use a car that he has all to ourselves, so we can like just drive ourselves to the ski fields. And
But there's a condition.
oh yeah.
We can only use the car if we get it out from underneath the snow.
It's
Because
so dodgy.
it's buried underneath the snow right now. So, man, he did explain, like, this is not going to be the most comfortable of workaway trips, but, you know, we only had one choice, so we're going with it.
Yeah. He says, but honestly, living in Australia, shoveling snow for free accommodation sounds like such a fun time. Yeah? I think it should be fun.
You sound a bit unsure about that.
Well, so the plan is that we're going to like be working, shoveling snow, and then the rest of the time we want to be able to snowboard. But also, Roy snowboarded before, maybe like 3 or 4 times. Spend the 2 hours digging out the car.
I mean, I think that's going to be valid work. I think it's
Yeah.
valid work. Spend 2 hours digging out the car. Yeah, that's the first thing we're going to do. Most certainly.
And he said, I was just going to say, yeah, so we're going to be snowboarding, digging snow, so I just think we'll come back like super buff.
Gonna be ripped.
Yeah. But also about the car,
What about it?
well, we have to dig it out from the snow, and then also he was like, you've got to put snow tires on it. That's fine. I can
And-
change a tire.
Oh yeah, and replace the mirrors.
Replace the mirrors.
So,
There's no mirrors at the moment. They need to be replaced.
so we're gonna become mechanics as well. Wish us luck with that.
Oh, there was a time I was in Ontario, Canada. I
Keep going. There's more to the story, most certainly. Thank you for chatting, everyone. Chat as much as you can. This is really fun. We love hearing from you guys. Thank you all for coming as well. This is really awesome.
I assume that if it's in Canada, then it's probably super snowy, right? And for anyone who watches this who's from America, I've also heard that there's big snowstorms in America, right? Or maybe last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think it's going to be so bad.
Yep.
This employer is going to have the best winter of his life. Because we'll be there, shoveling his snow.
I don't know. Maybe. I was staring at ice. I've seen clips of that on YouTube of people like winding down their window and it's just a sheet of ice before.
Oh, wow.
That sounds ridiculous to me.
That's crazy.
But that's what we've signed ourselves up for. But it barely snows in California. Very true. It's a nice place. It's a nice climate over in California.
Yeah. I assume California is probably quite similar to like our hometown in Australia. So that's what we're used to, Californian weather.
But back to the workaway. So it's not all doom and gloom. How do you get to the place of mountain? We're taking the bullet train. Everyone know what the bullet train is? The Shinkansen. We're just going to pack our bags. We're going to have one suitcase. We're going to take our snowboards. 2 hour trip. It's a little expensive. We considered taking a highway bus, but you know, it's just a bit of a pain in the butt to take the highway bus because it's overnight and you need a day to kind of recover because you're so tired because you didn't sleep on the bus. So we decided, let's just take the bullet train. We'll spend some more dollars doing that.
Yeah, and then the owner would just pick us up from the station. So it should be fine.
Hey, Ray Radio. We'll be back. Don't worry, we're not going forever. Unless we fall off the side of a cliff while snowboarding. We'll be back.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Once again, everyone, thank you so much for coming and chatting. This is a lot of fun. But back to the workaway. It's not all doom and gloom. It's actually a really cool system. You can do so many different programs. I'm going to change back to screen sharing. I'll show you the workaway website. Let's have a look here. So this is it. Have a look at it. Basically, you can go and work in many different places. Yeah.
Wow, good explanation.
So it's a global program. You don't have to be in Japan to do this. And there's stuff like, just have a look at some of these examples, right? Painting people's homes in Sydney, right? How cool is that? Nice, easy work. Look at this.
I looked at that one in Australia. It's actually near our hometown.
How cute is that? Oh, it is actually very close.
Yeah.
You can feed animals. So yeah, there's many different things to do, but because it's winter in Japan, we've ended up going with a winter program.
Yeah. Also, there is another one called, I don't know if it's just Japan or if it's other countries as well, but it's called WOOF. And it's specifically workaway experiences but for farming. So we did look into that one, but Roy was a little bit like, I don't want to do farming. I don't want to be like bending over picking rice.
I don't want to end up like one of those bar-chans in Japan, bent over at the waist 90 degrees permanently. I'm not about that hard farm work.
Yeah.
But then again, shoveling snow's not much better, is it?
Yeah. So, do you want to dive into some of these sweets?
I want to try this one because
Okay.
it looks... what's it say? Can you read it?
Yeah. Sakura Kinspa.
Kinspa. I don't know what the Kinspa is, but it should be good.
And he says, you can take the boy out of the farm, but you can't take the boy to a different farm. Yes, so probably not that many people know, but Roy's family actually owns a farm in Australia. So he kind of grew up on a farm, doing farm work. But maybe it's also kind of a running joke in Roy's family that he would also just take his Game Boy or whatever other device he had and do that instead of farm work whenever they went to the farm.
Yeah. I avoid the farm work while my family does it. So I'm just going to get a knife and cut this so we can share it.
Okay. So, we've got a few Sakura cherry blossom flavored stuff. In particular, because on actually next Wednesday, there is a pretty important festival in Japan called Hinamatsuri, which is Girls' Day. So traditionally they have like this kind of stand with all of these different dolls on them, which I think represent like a bride and a groom or like emperor and empress. So they do that, and they have lots of different flavored snacks. Like this one is Sakura Mochi, so cherry blossom mochi. I'm excited to try this one. So we're giving this all a go because soon we'll be going into winter again in Niigata, and we won't be seeing any sakura or cherry blossoms for a long time.
Here it is, everyone. It's just a nice, firm piece of mochi. It's kind of like mochi. I don't know what it is, really. You never really know with Japanese sweets. Let's be real. Itadakimasu.
Yeah. If you guys have tried Japanese sweets, what do you think? Let us know. Roy has a really big issue.
Issue.
Not issue, but sometimes, especially maybe Japanese chocolate, it's not very sweet.
No,
right?
It's not. This is nice, though.
Yeah.
But no, sweets here aren't overly sweet, especially chocolate. I feel like they could probably put an extra cup of sugar in their sweets. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, so the issue is that because Roy doesn't think they're that sweet, if we buy a packet of like 10 chocolates, as in like when I say chocolates, I mean like good sized chocolates, he'll eat 9 in one night.
Sorry. I can't help it. Back to A. Does that festival line up with International Women's Day? I don't think so.
No.
Because International Women's Day was... it's the 5th, isn't it? Oh, or is it the 8th? I was talking about it the other day. But no, I don't believe it.
Oh, but
Lines up.
Hinamatsuri, this festival, is on the 5th of March.
Oh!
So if International Women's Day is on the 5th, then yes, it does line up.
I stand corrected.
Well, I don't know when.
Maybe.
Anyways, no, so I did a little bit of research before we started this live stream about this festival in Japan. And it was based, I believe, on like the lunar calendar or like kind of a Chinese calendar, but now it's just on a fixed day each year. Oh, it's the 8th.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for the heads up. Yeah, the Japanese snacks are the best. What was your favorite? Let us know.
This is good.
It's really good.
Okay, so International Women's Day is on the 8th, so no, they don't match up.
There you go. We've solved. We've solved it.
So, yeah, that's our plan for... We actually leave next Wednesday for Niigata. We'll be there for about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Honestly, you may have guessed it by now, but it's not the most well planned out thing. We have to dig a car out of the snow if we want to have transport. And also, the owner was like, oh yeah, you can come stay, and then like you can continue to stay for as long as you like, as long as we have work. So it's not the most well planned out.
No, it's a little bit play it by ear.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that sweet was really good, actually.
It's very sweet.
Very
Okay.
sweet.
Do you want to try? So, this one's really interesting. This one.
Oh, good question here. Check this. Apart from snow, do you guys know what this new region's specialties are? Food, drinks, etc. Niigata.
It's a great question.
You know, I've been telling my students about this plan, my Japanese students, and whenever they say Niigata, they're like, oh, Niigata! But then they really just like don't have much to say about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Niigata.
Poor Niigata. I think maybe this snow region is one of the more more well-known things about this region, and the rest is a bit hidden. Of course, if you Google it, there's definitely going to be something. Maybe there's some kind of like ramen that would be famous in that area, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
I do think because like where we will be in Niigata Prefecture will be like more inland, but actual Niigata city is right next to the ocean. So I do think it's famous for seafood.
Seafood? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
But otherwise just snow and also onsens.
Onsens. We'll be making many trips to the onsen. This is what we got. So I wonder if you can see it this side. Yeah, you can. This is good. There's a leaf on this one.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm like,
Sorry.
I already have a key. Fine, we'll do our own research. Thank you.
Sorry. Bit sloppy, isn't it? This information giving. So yeah, this is what we got. There's a leaf. I asked Amy, are we supposed to eat the leaf? And she said, yeah, you're supposed to eat the leaf. So I'm going to graciously give Amy the leaf one.
Okay, so yeah, it's a sakura leaf, a cherry blossom leaf. Cherry leaf?
Cherry leaf.
And then apparently it's got red bean paste on the inside.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said I think you can eat the leaf is because this time last year, I was working in a Japanese kindergarten and they actually made these from scratch. When I arrived at work, they were like, here, have one. And I said to the Japanese teachers, I said, can I eat the leaf? And I'm pretty sure they were just like, do whatever you want. So I did. And it was fine. So.
All right, what have we got? Best moment or the worst day in Japan?
Ray Radio?
Ray Radio. What is this? A question?
Like, what is our best moment or worst day in Japan? That's a great question.
I feel like my worst day in Japan has to be when we crashed the camper van. Or Amy backed the camper van into another car. The police were called and we had to talk to the police all night. And then we felt miserable because we realized that we just lost about $2,000 on an insurance claim. That was pretty bad.
It was also my birthday as well.
It was her birthday. There were tears. But we
a
don't
sad
talk
day.
about that. We don't talk about that.
I'll say maybe a strange moment.
Sorry.
Is it good?
It's got red bean paste in the middle.
This one's, the leaf is interesting.
You can smell it. I can smell the leaf.
I don't. If someone is watching this, or even if you watch it later and you're like, why are they eating the leaf?
Probably Ray. Ray's probably sitting there going,
I'm sorry. If I'm not supposed
look at these idiots eating the leaf.
Yeah, so an interesting day was the second day we arrived in Japan ever. So like about a year and a half ago now. We were at Matcha in Tokyo, just a kind of a random city, random station in Tokyo, and we just got off the train and we had all our suitcases and we were standing next to the station gates, and this two Japanese women came up to us and like kind of spoke in Japanese, kind of spoke in English, and we were like, this is amazing. We can practice our Japanese. Wow, Japanese people are so lovely. They came and talked to us and they told us, hey, we want to take you to, I think they said a festival.
Festival.
Yeah. And we knew that day in Japan was a public holiday for, I think it was Culture Day or something. So we thought, oh, wow, these ladies are so lovely. They want to take us to a festival. They want to show us Japanese culture. So they were like, oh, you have to come with us like to a few stations over. And so we said, oh, let us put our suitcases, drop them off at the hotel, and then we'll come back. So we came back half an hour later. We met them. We went to this other station. And then as we were walking along with them, we were like, this is a pretty kind of like corporate area of Tokyo. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a festival there. And as we kept walking and walking, we kind of realized, this is not so good. This is a little dodgy. Anyways, do you want to tell?
We ended up at a church. She took us to church.
Not to church, to a subsection of like a Buddhist sect that specifically kind of targets foreigners in Japan and gets them to come along to these like, I'm pretty sure they're Buddhist, I guess, ceremonies or whatever you call them. And sorry.
Hello, Gwen. Thanks for coming.
Hello.
Sorry, didn't see that message. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, and so we ended up like we just went along with it, and we went to this kind of like prayer thing for an hour where we had to chant Buddhist chants.
Yeah.
And then we got out of there as fast as we could.
Interesting day.
Interesting.
Second day. But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand, the workaway.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we only doing the workaway for 3 or 4 weeks. Why are we not doing it longer?
Oh, that's a great question.
That's a great question.
So, do you want to say?
No, you go.
Oh, okay. I feel like I talk so much.
Oh, okay, fine, I'll go.
Okay.
So, look, we've got a bit of a time limit, and we thought we'd share. How do you get a Japanese keyboard? That's too difficult to explain. You'll have to Google that one. It's really easy on Macs and Apple devices, by the way, but it's not easy on Windows. Yeah, we're on a bit of a time limit, and we thought we'd share it with you guys. Our visas are expiring in 2 months' time, right? So, we have to find some way to stay in Japan. And the best way to do that is to switch our visa from a working holiday visa to a working visa. And that's it's just something that we've been kind of trying to organize over this past month. And then we also need to make sure that we return from our trip to Niigata with enough time to be able to properly search for jobs so that we can get a job that will sponsor our visas in Japan, because we can't stay here for free, unfortunately.
No. Be great if we could.
Be great if we could, but...
But no, we need a visa. So we're very lucky because we're Australians. We're allowed to stay in Japan on a working holiday visa for 1.5 years. So we've been able to do so many amazing things. But yeah, unfortunately that's coming to an end. So kind of like concurrently with while we're doing this work away, we're going to start applying for jobs to hopefully get a working visa in Japan, because we really want to stay here. It just feels like there's still so much more to see and a lot more Japanese to learn. So yeah. Soft Mochi said Air. Do you mean as in you have the MacBook Air? If so, it should be easy to get a Japanese keyboard, right?
I'm pretty sure that was ALR, meaning alright.
Oh. Wow, sorry, I'm not good with internet lingo.
PayPay is hiring, Brandon. You are correct. And I was also rejected because I applied for it. That would have been a really good job. The benefits working at PayPay would have been really good. For anyone who doesn't know, PayPay is a company in Japan where you use your phone to tap and pay for items in many different stores. They were hiring for programmers because I'm a programmer. And I didn't get it, unfortunately. But I honestly it was a bit early for me to apply. I was just applying just to see.
To test the waters,
Just to test the waters, yeah. Because we, like I said, we will really go hard on job hunting when we return from Niigata.
Yeah, so the plan is, Roy's looking for a programming job, and I will look for an English teaching job, which probably if you guys are interested in Japan and watching maybe other Japanese YouTubers, you will know that English teaching is a big thing people do. So, and I've also heard many people tell me recently, oh, maybe it should be easy because no other foreigners can come into Japan. So maybe we'll see what happens. But we still want to continue, going on weekend adventures, exploring Japan. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. Yeah.
The downside, sorry, I'm still eating. The downside is that while we're on our working holiday visa, we have a lot of freedom with our schedule. That means we can go off and do things, film videos, spend the week editing the videos, and upload. But as soon as we get jobs, it's going to be tough, I think. But we're gonna do our absolute best. We'll persevere. We'll turn into weekend warriors, essentially. Work all week, go out on the weekend, do fun activities, film, and then just try and find time during the week to edit.
Yeah. So if there's any places specifically in Japan that you would like to know about, you would like to see, do let us know, because we'd love to, I mean, hopefully because when we have jobs, we'll have more money to go and do some really fun things. Anyway, should we open the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one, look, wait, hold on, I'll take it out of the packet first. It's super cute. It's Sakura Mochi. Oh, there you go. Got a little sakura bud on it. What's your guys' favorite Japanese sweet, or just Japanese food in general? I know lots of people like mochi.
Yeah, mochi seems very popular, which I didn't really expect. I didn't think people would know about mochi overseas, but apparently a lot of people do, especially Mr. or Mrs. Soft Mochi in chat.
Oh.
Ooh, green tea sweets. Green tea, matcha or just green tea? Do you mean matcha, Brandon?
This one has red bean paste in it as well. It's really delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, senbei. Do you remember senbei?
Yeah, it's like the round cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crackers.
I
They're
love
good.
senbei too.
Yeah, we haven't had much of them. Mrs. Soft Mochi. There we go. Good. I'm glad I went for the gender neutral
There you go.
greeting, or title, I should say.
Mm.
Senbei. Senbei is really good. For those that don't know, it's just a really big rice cracker, and they're best eaten fresh when they're, hot off the stove. Man, we had our first proper ones,
At New Year's?
at New Year's when we went to a shrine, for the first prayer of the year. Hatsumode. And there was like a lot of markets there, and they cooked up some fresh senbei, and man, it was delicious.
Yeah. Oh, soft mochi. By the way, if I was mochi, that would be me.
Ooh.
The Sakura Mochi.
Sakura Mochi.
Yeah. You can also, another experience that we did, which you probably may have heard about, it's very popular, is going to Nada, where the deers are, and feeding them crackers. I guess they're kind of like senbei.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually called senbei when they sell them, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't know how to feel, honestly, about like getting the crackers and giving them to the deer, and because the deer would chase a lot of people. But it was an interesting experience. Yeah. Brandon, I usually just drink green tea. Where can you buy matcha in Japan? Ooh.
Good question.
Honestly, I've never eaten matcha.
That's a lie.
Really?
We had matcha flavored ice creams one day at a Michi no Eki.
Oh, we did too. You can kind of get matcha anywhere, right? But there are specific stores as well that will be matcha based. For example, so the area that Roy was talking about when we went on New Year's Day to do the first prayer of the year, it was in Narita, which is like where you fly in. Most people fly in to Tokyo. And leading up to the temple was a whole street full of different shops. And one of them was just dedicated to matcha flavored stuff, like ice cream, or I think just ice cream.
Yeah, you see it anywhere. But you guys dug into mochi ice cream. I don't know what you mean.
Mochi ice cream?
Dug into. We had mochi ice cream though.
Did we?
Oh, mochi ice cream. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I got confused with matcha. Mochi ice cream. No, we've never had that.
What is mochi ice cream?
I
Is it like mochi on the outside, ice cream on the inside, or the opposite way around? But no, we have not. Please enlighten us.
Yes.
Or maybe we can research it.
Maybe we can research it. She'll hit us with the, just research it. Just like we did. Just Google it.
Ice cream mochi, rather. No. Wow, we'll have to look into that. Yeah. Anyways, so what are we planning to eat when we do go to Niigata? Like, there's a lot of seafood. Is there anything specific that you want to try?
No. There's nothing particular that I really want to try. What, you?
No, I was just going to say, recently, I posted about it on Instagram a few weeks ago, but we lived in a camper van for 4 months, leading up until about January this year, and we didn't eat very well then, did we?
No, we did not. No, we did not. Too much konbini food.
Konbini and skia and like just all the gyudon bowls.
Yep.
Rice with meats. That's what we ate because honestly we didn't have the best setup because it was literally just a car. It wasn't really a camper van. So we had like one tiny little gas stove and that was it. So we didn't feel like cooking. You can get it at 7-Eleven. Ice cream encased in mochi.
Oh, we've got some ice cream mochi fans in the chat here. Everyone's had it besides us. Oh my god.
And we're living in Japan.
We're failures.
I'm sorry, we will go and get ice cream mochi after this and we'll...
No, we won't. I'm about to. Look at all the mochi we're eating.
Well, true. Okay. Maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah. It's on our list. Thanks, guys. Good recommendation.
Yeah, we'll definitely try that. But recently, just in terms of food in general, we've been doing more like Japanese style teishoku for dinners. So, like probably, at least if you're from America or Canada or Australia, like you're probably like us, like either you just have like a meat and 3 vegetables or you have like pasta or curries or stuff. And that's what we'd been doing in Japan kind of up until last month. But recently we've like been wanting to be a little bit more healthy and maybe just eat a little bit more Japanese. So we've been doing teishoku, which is like you have like many small plates. Yes, you are the cook. Would you like to explain?
Well, of course,
we have?
the main dish is a bowl of rice because that is the most important thing in a Japanese meal. And then you have maybe 2 or 3 different side dishes. Our favorite ones, they're a little bit Western. We end up going with cherry tomatoes, broccoli, and miso shiru. Miso soup. Sorry.
Or yakimo. Sweet potato.
A yakimo, of course. But maybe I've been interested in trying, I'm going to get this right, kombu, which is a type of Japanese...
Edible kelp.
Sorry,
we just had to research it.
We've just been recommended by friends in the share house. It's like a popular kind of side dish you can have.
Is there anything that you guys recommend in particular about Japanese food, or what is your favorite? We've been, doing a lot of miso recently, a lot of rice, hamburger.
Chili ebi, chili prawns.
Yeah,
we
that
tried
was
that.
Interesting.
That was a nice one.
Yeah. But so with this workaway in Niigata, we do get free accommodation, but we don't get food supplied.
Unfortunately, yes. There's a lot of workaway programs, like I said at the start of the stream, where you sit down and eat with the family, which would have been a great experience, and I really wanted to try that, but our choices were limited, and we're going with one which is not very connected with the host family. We're kind of doing our own thing. Cocoa curries is delicious, absolutely. We had that many times on the camper van trip. There are some amazing tempura restaurants. Haven't had much tempura. I'm stuck between the Japanese and the English pronunciation. Tempura. Haven't had much tempura in Japan. Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, just once or twice. But like Roy said, we do Coco's curry a lot. But if you know Coco's curry, it's like you can choose your spice level. What, from like 0 to 10?
0 to 10.
And I go for 0 because I'm so weak.
I go for 3. But we've got an Australian friend here who goes for 10 every time. And he says it's still not enough. So, I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to have to be cooking all our own food on the work away.
Yep.
We don't know what the facilities are like, so hopefully we have some good cooking.
Nope.
But going on what Roy said about about like not being connected to the host family. So basically, the owner and his family live somewhere else, and we'll just be staying in the lodge where staying in the lodge, which is the ski lodge, by ourselves, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And when we were talking to the owner on the phone, do you want to explain what he said?
I mean, you're halfway through the story, so you might as well finish it.
He was like, yeah, like you guys will just have to be a little bit flexible, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So do you know the movie The Shining? And we were like, yeah.
Kind of.
The
Shining, the one where people are brutally murdered in a house. Is this the one you're talking about?
He was like, yeah, it's going to be like that. Because it's kind of just like a lodge in the middle of like the mountains. So that's fun. If you don't hear from us, that's why.
BTW, are you going to be leaving on camera? Leaving on camera. What does that mean? Sorry. Leaving on camera?
As in, like, will we be taking a camera with us?
Absolutely. We'll be taking, basically from today, our next few videos are going to be about snow adventures. So expect to see a lot of snow. We'll be taking everything, all of our camera gear. We'll still be uploading every week as we do. So please look forward to those videos. Please watch them. And thank you so much for watching all of our videos so far, guys. It means a lot. And thank you so much for 500 subscribers. That is incredible, honestly.
A said, work up the levels for
Leaving
Coco's curry.
Leaving to Niigata, yes, we will be taking our cameras when we go to Niigata.
Yep. Hopefully we can take our drone as well and get some beautiful drone footage of all the snowy areas.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're definitely taking it. I'm not going unless I can take the drone.
Also, with A saying work up the levels, I want to ask, how are you guys with curry? Especially A, what level of curry can you do?
Oh my god.
Because I'm a 0, unfortunately. But yes, I will try and work up to higher levels. So we'll hopefully take our drone. Well, not hopefully, we will take our drone, try and get some good shots. Also, we'll try and do some like snowboarding shots.
Yeah. We bought a snowboard recently, so...
Well, a friend of ours lent it to us, which was really awesome.
Yeah.
This is my first time snowboarding ever.
So say your prayers. Say your prayers for Amy, because I'm a little bit worried. Oh wow, 7 and a 4. I did level 4, but on the menu they said you had to prove you could... What?
Whoop.
That's interesting. I've never heard about that.
So at Coco's Curry, you need to prove you can do level 5 spice or higher. How do you prove that?
Wow.
Wow, Soft Mochi can do 7. Well done. That's quite high.
That's quite high.
Yeah.
That's quite high. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So, So, like I was saying, this will be my first time snowboarding. This will be Roy's 3rd or 4th time.
3rd or 4th time, yep.
Yeah. Have you guys snowboarded or skied before? Do you like it? I tried skiing last season because a friend had said, it's not as steep a learning curve for skiing at the start. So it'll probably be better. But then I also had someone recently say, snowboarding you can probably start going down the non-beginner slopes easier and earlier. So I was like, why don't I give snowboarding a try?
Yep.
So that's the plan.
We don't know. We'll just try our best. But I think snowboarding videos, we're not going to do too many of those. Maybe just one, because there's many other snow activities that we're thinking of doing. It's not all just snowboarding and skiing.
Yeah. You can do, like, a lot of people, I believe, in Japan do snowshoeing. So they go on hikes with snowshoes. That's all I got.
So we were considering snow camping because we know that we have a lot of camping enthusiasts who are subscribed to us. We were considering doing a snow camp video, but I don't know. It's a bit difficult to take our tent. If we weren't taking the bullet train there and we had our own car, we'd definitely throw the tent in the back, but we're going to have our snowboard and our luggage, so snow camping might be a little bit difficult. But if anyone has snow activities that they can recommend, let us know, because I'm open to new ideas.
I would also love, hopefully, like I said, the area that we're going to apparently has a lot of onsens.
Ooh.
So I would like to do an outdoor onsen again in the snow, because that's amazing. It's so beautiful. We've done it a couple times before.
Okay, definitely expect that, guys. I can almost guarantee there's going to be an outdoor public.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm just wondering if there's any.
Maybe we'll have to rent a private one. Yeah. Do you guys like onsens? Or have you tried onsens before? We, as you probably know, when we were camper vanning, that was our way that we showered. So we did them, like, not every night, every second night.
Look at Sakura Mochi.
Rolling yourself into a snowball. Burrito, maybe.
I don't know about that. Will do, Gwen. Thank you. We will try our best. We're going to try and buy protective equipment as well.
Yeah, get some wrist guards so that, like, we're not falling down and hurting our wrist all the time. But definitely, we'll be careful. We went and picked up the snowboard that this friend lent us the other night, and it was in his office, his work office, and he had a colleague there, and his colleague said, "Wow, yeah, you're going to the snow? I went to the snow last season, and I fell off my skis and broke my collarbone and had to get, like, a 20 centimeter long, like, metal thing in his arm." And I was like, wow, that's great to know.
Great.
Just before we go.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was actually the worst thing.
So yes, we will be very careful. Thank you. Yeah. So it'll be snowboarding, going to onsens, maybe doing some kind of hiking. We'll see.
Maybe snow hike. Maybe a kind of just a cozy vibe video. I could imagine we could create something nice like that.
It should be nice. The heating at this place is going to be gas, like a little gas heater, and I think that's it. Because we asked the owner about it, and he said, you have a gas heater. It won't be going during the night, so when you get up in the morning, just go flick it on and come back into bed and wait 30 minutes, and then it'll be warm and you can get up. So hopefully we stay warm.
And hopefully it doesn't break on us. We had a gas heater break on us once upon a time, traveling somewhere, and basically it broke and gas was just like spewing into the room, and we kind of poisoned ourselves with too much gas.
Yeah.
Is there any natural hot spring in Niigata? I bet there is. I will just have to do plenty of research to find it, but I guarantee we'll find one. I need all the pads of bubble wrap.
Yeah. But soft mochi, when I was learning to skateboard, I was thinking I need all the pads and bubble wrap. Yeah, it would be great if I could, like, strap a pillow to my back or something. Although hopefully there's a bit of snow still, so it'll be nice and soft if we fall. Yeah. But yeah, going back to the natural hot spring, that's a great question. Of course, like, there are onsens that are natural, which are public and you can pay and go in. But we've also a couple times now done ones which are just in the wild. Like, they're not owned by anyone. and if you can like do a lot of research and find out about it, you can go there and you just get naked.
Yeah.
And you're out there by yourself in nature. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And it's actually the best conditions for us to film in, because filming in actual onsens is basically impossible unless you have organized with the owners to do some kind of sponsorship, which we haven't really worked up the courage to try.
No.
So we prefer to just go to the free public ones outdoor where there's no one and we can just film, do whatever we want.
Yeah. I guess the cons with that though is that the ones that are just kind of wild out in the middle of nowhere, it's like a little bit basic. Obviously there's no like showers or anywhere to wash yourself around. And anyone can just rock up. Oh, and it's mixed, so women and men together, which of course, like for a lot of people, I think would be a big no-no, which I appreciate. So we'll see what we can find. Either secret ones, like hidden ones, or like actual ones that you pay for.
Yes, but I suppose that's the gist of all of our plans.
Yeah.
I think we've shared with you what we wanted to share. So I suppose we'll be wrapping up the stream in the next few minutes. Is there any other like final questions from people or recommendations? Let us know. But
yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, guys.
So we really just wanted to get on to do our first live stream, which is fun.
Yep.
And yeah, just kind of update you on what we're planning and what you can expect over the next few months. Yeah, it's going to be a hectic one trying to find jobs and get working visas, so fingers crossed that happens.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I think we'll find a way. Even if we can't get jobs, we've got alternatives, such as switching to tourist visas, which gives us more time to search. So don't worry about us not being able to find a way to stay here. We're all good. Have you ever been to Canada or America? Yes, we have. We went on a road trip back in 2017. 2017? Once again, in a car with a tent. It was a wonderful time. I wish we were recording it as well as we were, as well as we are now.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
Man, it's fun. Yeah, it was an intense trip. It was the first time we ever camped in snow as well. And it was very sad. Our mattress popped on us at the same time that we were camping in the snow. But it's fine. We survived.
We survived.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it seems like there's no further questions. So, I guess we'll end it here. Once again, thank you all so much for coming. 500 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Please continue to watch our videos. And I suppose we'll see you guys in the next one, alright?
Yeah. Oh, I hope you guys will have a good journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. I already have a quick key.
Alright. You guys are awesome. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.